What advice have they given you about their experience, not only in the Final Four, but maybe specifically in Indianapolis, that they're giving you this time around for you?
Well, coming to Indianapolis is different, being from there, and that you're going to attract a lot of attention and a lot of people are going to try to reach out. But Miles and Mason stress to me now more than ever, you got to stay focused. You can't let the outside in. You got to stick with what you've been doing all year long, and that's just being committed to the Duke basketball team and, putting on the horse blinders.
You mentioned commitment. Back in January, you made a commitment to the Army Reserves. What went into that decision? What was the thought process going on, and what does that mean to you?
I've always loved the idea of being a part of something bigger than yourself. I've always had an interest in the military, and my whole life I always thought it was a one or the other scenario with basketball and the military. I've been fortunate enough to meet some great people throughout my basketball career in the military side of things that have showed me that I can do both, and I've been blessed to have a coach like Coach K who appreciates more than ever, how you can do both basketball and serve the military. I'm excited that I get the opportunity to work with some brave men and women that are already doing so much for our country. To just be some small part of that, that's a tremendous blessing. I couldn't be more excited.
What is it that has, I don't know, maybe it's patriotism or a sense of duty? What is it about you that stands out that you want to be a part of defending this country?
I think it's the example that others have set before me. I look to some of my family members, grandparents, and relatives, and seen what they've done. I see the brave men and women out there today doing so much for our country, and how could you not want to be a part of that? It's so special, and to help them in any way, shape, or form, that's tremendous. They're doing so much, and I wanted to be like them.
What was that decision process like? I mean, did you talk it over with your parents? How did that go?
Very carefully planned. It's something that I contemplated for years and years, looking at every possible avenue of approach, because it's not something you want to rush into, and when you do it, you want to follow through. So I'm very happy with how I've come to the decision with my family, with my coaches, and everyone's in tremendous support, and I just want to do whatever I can to help the Army.
Basketball-wise, talk about your growth as a player. Where have you come from your first step on campus at Duke till now?
I feel like I've gotten better physically, skill-wise, but most importantly, I feel like Coach K's helped me with my mindset approaching the game and given me a mentality that every time I step on the court, I can find success in some way if I just stick to it.
Because of Coach K's time at West Point, do you feel, and obviously your commitment, do you feel a different maybe kinship with him than, I don't know, maybe other players do?
Yeah, it's a special bond, and I think he's able to get through to me now in a way that he never was able to before. He can relate to me because he knows I have something I'm very passionate about and something he's very knowledgeable about. So sometimes throughout a practice, he won't talk to me like a basketball player. He'll talk to me like a potential officer, and things like that really help me pick up on the nuances of the game and listen to him and just really execute what he's trying to get me to do.
For you, you take a look at what your brothers accomplished on the basketball court, but with your commitment to the military, it kind of blazes a new trail as you followed in their footsteps, but this is your own trail. Does that kind of, was that something that resonated with you, or something that you want to do was help you become your own person by making this decision?
Yeah, well, I'm proud of what my brothers have done, and I love the comparisons we draw from one another. That's never something I'd want to escape because I love them. And this is something I did for me because I always wanted to do, and I wanted to do it for our country. But I wouldn't say I did it, to get a new identity. I'm happy being Marshall. I think everyone who's close to us knows we're all, very individual and different. Despite having so many things in common on the floor. So I love my brothers. They're proud of me, and I'm proud of them.
Anything else you'd like to add, Marshall?
No, just excited to be here in the Final Four and, wanting the best for Duke.
Appreciate it.